Blues interested in Eurovision, essentially, because like it gets such a bad kind of market. I think who said like you haven't been played at home? And
no,
was that you? And what was? What?
Because if I'm honest, I was a bit sceptical about doing it in the beginning. But when we looked at the pros and the cons, when you look at the industry today, if you're not part of X Factor or any of those big live shows, there's no Top of the Pops, Smash Hits magazines or any of that going on anymore. You've got to have a platform. And we were massive across Europe. 14 million albums sold worldwide, but most of them across Europe. So for us, when Duncan was like, "Look, mate, it goes out to 125 million people across Europe," it's like, well, that's just a no-brainer then. And but once we sat down with the BBC, they said, "We want to change the face of Eurovision in this country, and we think you guys are the people to do it." Then we said, "Are we the only act that you've asked?" And they said, "Yeah." So with that, we felt privileged representing our country. And then when we didn't get the support from radio, it sort of, got my back up a little bit, because at the end of the day, we just had the royal wedding. We thought, come on, man, back your country, because this is about Eurovision. It's not about Blue as a whole, really. But they've got a choice on who they will have to put on their playlists as well. So at the end of the day, they've picked it. They've started to pick it up now, and we're just grateful that we've been given this opportunity by the BBC, and we're just going to ride this wave until Saturday, and hopefully we'll do the country proud and hopefully change the face of Eurovision at home.
Yeah, but as far as the you're talking about the actual perception at home about Eurovision.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get here, what's it been like since you've been here?
What Simon said, people take it seriously over here, and there's so many. It's nice to see so many Eurovision Song Contest fans. The press are behind everyone, supporting their own. And, it's nice that you guys have flown over to support, Eurovision and us as well, and other countries. But it's just nice to be in this bubble and nice to be enjoying it and grasping it with both hands. And all we can say is, on behalf of me and the lads, is we want to go out there and do the UK proud come Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. But like you said, 125 million people.
You can't get a bigger platform than that. We could have done the whole comeback thing and done a documentary and like, "Hi, we're back. It's going to go on, on ITV or whatever channel it is," and then come back with an album. But if it didn't work, do you know what I'm saying? So this is a massive opportunity for us to show people that we're back in Europe, the UK. It could potentially come up to 600 million viewers come Sunday night, once it's been aired and stuff. So you can't get a bigger platform than that.
And don't forget, it's not just about the UK for us.
It's Europe.
It's Europe.
Asia.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think in the whole we did like 5, maybe 3 or 4 million albums in the UK alone, and the rest of them were outside. So for us, as a business, it's not just about the UK, but there's no place like home at the end of the day. And the thing is, for us, we do want our own to back us as well. So, hopefully on Saturday night, people are tuning in sneakily, whether they're sceptical about it or not. But we think that the ratings are going to go up, and we want people to download the track and just get in the spirit of it, even if it's just for 3 minutes, and just enjoy it.
Who out of you was most sceptical about Eurovision?
I think probably Simon the most. Yeah, Simon.
First, nah. And he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Nah." He said, "Explain why." I said, I didn't remember on the phone.
You said we don't need to do this.
We don't need to do this, man. What are we doing this for? And then he was like, 125 million people. Okay, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as simple as that, really.
Sorry, go on, mate.
I was going to say, I think, like, historically, we haven't done that great in the last 10 years, and we've kind of shunned the Eurovision in our country. We think it's a bit of a mockery, a bit of a gimmick, a bit of a shit show, really. And I think that what we've tried to do is try to change that. And we were speaking to a radio station today in Germany, telling us that in Germany they had very much the same attitude about Eurovision. Kind of people didn't really watch it, didn't really like it. It was kind of considered a bit rubbish. And then Lena won it for them, and all of a sudden the whole country is now really pro-Eurovision. I think it's a great thing, and the support that everybody's got behind it this year, because it's been hosted in Germany, and the support that Lena's had because she's won it has been huge. So I think that if you turn it around for your country and turn the negative into a positive, I think that is a great thing to do. And I think that's kind of our thought process behind this, is try and turn all this negative into a positive, do really well, fly the flag for the United Kingdom, and then next year hopefully they'll keep putting through great acts, and it will be the UK coming in the top 10, top 5 every single year, where we should be.
I mean, look at Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber, he actually came out here and did it as well with Jade. Yeah. Using now part of the Sugar Babes, and I personally didn't know the history of it. I just sort of went with the majority and was like, no, But once I knew all the statistics that were involved and how long it's been going for. And
well, I think like, you know, with due respect to the BBC, I think, you know, there were people there who were presenting the programme in such a way that it kind of downgraded it, because you just had a laugh at it, didn't you? If you were out in the pub or wherever, you just laughed at them.
Exactly. And now, sorry to butt in there, but now we've travelled around Europe and it's really, really gone down well with the other European countries, because now they're saying the UK are taking it seriously this year. They put forward an act that's sold X amount of albums, X amount of singles, won X amount of, you know, numerous awards, and it's just nice now to be able to go out there and represent the country and do the UK proud. You know, whether it will come third, fourth, fifth, you know, top 5 for us will be a win. You know, and we just can't wait, can we, boys?
When you got into that press conference the other day, what the first one you got into? What was it like? I mean, what were your feelings?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, we've had some amazing, you know, kind of coverage and, you know, very positive feedback from us representing the UK. And, you know, I think that being out here, it's been crazy. I mean, it's just been like a whirlwind, like interview after interview after interview, and it's all been positive. It's all been really good. And I think the only place we ever kind of get any kind of negative feedback is from our own country, which is kind of quite sad, really, because we would like it that our own country kind of got behind us and, you know, helped us fly the flag. But as we said, I think we knew that.
I think it's slow now. It's changed. Because in the beginning, I can understand why, because I was as well. But I think since you know the video's been out and the single's been out,
documentary really,
documentary. I think people are starting to say, actually, it's not such a bad thing. And you know what? I mean, we've had so much positiveness from on Twitter and stuff like that from
the media as well.
The
press has been fantastic.
Yeah,
they've been really supportive. And we can't thank them.
I think I'm more talking about radio. Not more.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm really talking about kind of TV and press. It's been amazing. I think radio could have gotten behind us a little bit.
But it's going to be incredible if you're up there towards the end, because you can imagine what it's going to be like. People are going to be like, your family are going to be out. Are your families coming out?
Yeah, my mum's coming out, and it's going to be nerve-wracking on the night. And we just want to do everyone proud. You know, that's all we want to do. We want to try and get in that top 5 and fly that flag, as I said, and just do everybody proud, do each other proud, do all the team that worked so hard on this. And, you know, it hasn't been easy. It has been a struggle. It's been a big old hill climb. And, you know, we just hope that when we get to that top of the hill, it's going to be fruitful and that we're going to be able to come down that hill skipping rather than crawling down it backwards.
Well, I guess that what's the hardest thing been for you?
I think the hardest thing for us is the fact that we've had to do it ourselves now. You know, we don't have a major label behind us. We set up our own record company, and like with any business, when you set up your own company, first of all, it's really hard. It's stressful. All our money we've put into it ourselves that we've earned, so we haven't been giving each other a wage. We've been putting all the money back into the business to generate, you know, extra stuff that we need for this campaign. And I think that, you know, I think that also it's quite hard when you have to do it yourself. We were so used to a big record company last time around doing everything for us, and of course now we're doing it our own. It's like shit, you know. We have to manage everything ourselves, and thankfully we've got a great team supporting us. The BBC have been fantastic, but you know it has been hard, and it's been a big eye opener to us coming back. You know, this is what we wanted, so. We're doing what we wanted.
So top 5
would be amazing.
Would be amazing.
Yeah.
Anything else is a bonus, but top 5 would be brilliant.
But where does that leave Blue after the contest?
We're straight into the studio a couple of days after the Eurovision. So, you know, we're straight in the studio doing the album, doing the finishing touches, working with a great producer called Red One. They've come on board now and want to work with us. So it's non-stop. It's all full blown ahead.
Great. Okay.
Thanks ever so much.
Thank you for your time.
Manchester.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Manchester.
Money.